Well, welcome to the Author's Corner with Marissa Bloedoorn. I am so excited to be here as featured in Own It magazine. We are coming to you live. Own It is coming to you live from Dubai, and we have our favorites, our very special people and partners with us today, Dr. Vanessa Blackwell and Tiffany Para Williams. We are here in the Author's Corner, and we're going to talk to you all about publishing. And as you know it, if you follow us on the Own It platform, we are still focused on women, celebrating women. And our thing is this: March, yes, is the month that we recognize and we really make a big to do about women. But because we are women, we make a big to do about that every day.
Absolutely.
Right, ladies? We make a big
Yeah.
to do about that every day. And so we are excited to be here. And we really want to talk to you about publishing. We really want to talk to you that because that's where this platform is really focused on helping authors um, really take things to another level, to not just be a part of writing a story, but also to what's next after that. So you write a story, or what's holding you back from getting published? That's what this forum is all about. It's really about inspiring you to take a leap of faith and trust yourself and believe that your story can inspire someone else. It can help someone else go to the next level. Your expertise, your insight, you have something unique that you can offer an audience that's waiting for you to show up, show out, so that they can rise up. And so I'm going to start with you, Dr. Vanessa, Dr. Blackwell. Share with the audience what you're doing, who you are, what you're about, and what are you up to these days in regards to publishing?
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you for inviting me on. And while you over there in Dubai, I love Dubai. It was beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Thank you for taking the time out. So, my name is Dr. Vanessa Blackwell, but I'm known as Dr. V, the best selling book strategist. And I help individuals to become bestsellers in my projects.
Yes.
I absolutely love what I do. I've helped over 300 authors become bestsellers in my projects. I love it for real. I love the networking. Um, Being an author truly changed my life. It allowed me, I had retired from the military, and it allowed me not to have to go back to work. I started a business with my books, and I just turned it over. And now that I think sharing it with others, God just opened up so many other doors and so many other platforms. So my goal is to help as many people become an author as possibly can. So we are working on Joy 365. Yes. We will have 365 wonderful co-authors, and we'll all write for one day. A daily devotional. But the goal is, just like I said, it's so much bigger than just a book, because you write that one page, but you're connected to 363 others besides me and yourself. And
Yes.
some of my co-authors are doing amazing things. They really are. So to me,
Yes.
teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, so we
Absolutely.
are working together, so we'll be able to do like Dubai, the cruises, retreats. We just want it all. So
Yes.
we want to take
Yes.
the
Yes.
world, right? We want it all. Okay.
And yeah, and just like you said, teamwork makes the dream work. And it's so important for us to understand the power of collaborative work, and how it helps you. So where you were by yourself, you felt like it's impossible. But when you come together as a group, it lessens that level of fear. It helps you to become unparalyzed and move forward. And it takes you places that you thought you'd never go. You've been to Paris. You've taken some of those women with you to Paris. Am I correct?
Yes. Hmm.
You've even helped them to get the honorary doctorates. You've helped your people really elevate. And this is huge in this area of just not writing. You know what I mean? You take it to the level of which they can level up, they can take themselves. So becoming published establishes you as a subject matter expert. Becoming published also validates you and what it is that what's your next, what are you getting ready to do next, and then it credentials you. It tells people that it tells folks that you are serious about what you do, how you do it, how you've overcome. So when you talk about uh, the vein in which you write your books, you're talking about grief. You're talking about overcoming. You're helping folks to overcome, disappointment, trauma. That's major. It's not just about writing. I think that some people get a little bit, caught up in, I don't want to be an author, but it's not really about you being an author. This is just a medium by which you use to share your story and get your story out to the masses. You won't be able to talk to all of these people, and they need something to walk away. So we associate being authors also with being public speakers. But if you're a public speaker and you come and you deliver a speech, that's great. But if it's not recorded, they got to remember all the points you made. They got to remember, what inspired them about what you said. But when you publish, you couple up the speech with it being documented. And so that the people can actually walk away and continue after they leave your presence to draw upon everything that you said to inspire them. And so I love what you do because you help them to see that it's not just that you end at just being an author, but go out into the world and create yourself a platform by which you can help people who are going to be drawn to you specifically, because people may not like my messaging, they may not like my personality, but they may love yours. They may love your author's personalities. They may relate more to their story. And so that's why it's important for the viewers to understand that don't slight yourself. Don't self sabotage and talk yourself out of becoming an author. You want to become an author, and you are the guru. You are the mama of becoming a bestseller. You are the one. And so, I'm really honored to have you a part of the Own It family, to be a part of our team, and to really make a powerful impact and a life changing impact on those you've been called to serve in the area that God has now put you in. And so that is really exciting. And I want to come back to you, Dr. V, because
Thank
I
you.
want you to talk more about how people can get connected with you, etc. But I want to move over to Tiffany because Tiffany, oh my God, we you know, when you sit back and say, "Oh, I'm not going to do that because so and so is doing it," or "I'm not going to do that because so and so is doing it," but here's Dr. V focusing on grief. You focus on mind, body, and spirit. Like you focusing on all of that. That's a whole different, even just in the conversation shifting over from Dr. V to you, there's a whole different energy. And so talk to, let people know, well, people already know, they know you guys because we're part of the Own It family. But let any viewer that does not know you, let them know who you are, and then talk a little bit about what you're up to now.
Of course. So the people have probably been seeing me all day because I've been going live most of the day with different things. I'm Tiffany Williams Parra, and I am the editor in chief of Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine. Never, ever, 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 ever thought I would be an author. I was that one, like, nah.
Mhm.
And, when I was asked to, do a chapter, it was okay, I'll go ahead and do that. And that really opened it up because it opened up some things that, some opportunities that I wasn't aware of. And the person that actually helped us with publishing that book said, I will probably see you again sometime because just the energy that I brought, and I guess just the leadership that she saw. Um, she saw me come back. We went ahead and we launched Becoming a Girl Powerhouse. And that actually is surrounded by it's based on a group that I started, which is the Girl Powerhouse Network Mastermind. Started it during COVID and really just started it because I needed like-minded women to just lean on and just gleam on. And, for me to be able to give them, some, knowledge and wisdom as well. And as I was getting to know them, I'm like, ooh, y'all got some
Yeah.
powerful stories. Like, ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, when we wrote the first Becoming a Girl Powerhouse, just asking that first woman, and after being like that that social media stalker, going through everything and just really kind of digging in, I'm like, man, sis, you got a story to tell.
Yes,
And when I asked, it was like, yes, what? Yes. And that
yes,
was it. It was okay. Now I feel so confident to go out and reach out to more of my sisters. The first one had 11 of us in it, just telling our stories from trauma to triumph,
wow.
and really just going through that healing process. Because when you talk about that trauma that you've gone through, sometimes there's certain layers that you maybe haven't touched. But
Yeah.
when
Right.
you actually sit down and write that out, and then you have someone come back and read that, and come and okay, maybe you can kind of massage it this way or that way, and then you go back and you read it, and then more emotions come up, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just such an amazing process. And I did it again. I mean, December 4th, I was really guided, I mean, divinely guided to do it again, because I had so many different women coming and saying, hey, so, you gonna do a volume two?
Right,
I
right.
don't know
Yeah.
yet. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, right.
But it's so powerful when you can just sit again. And now it got bigger. It was
Hmm.
17 authors in the next one. Both of them became number one bestsellers. And that
Wow.
is so amazing to be able to tell, a woman that has told their story, you made number one bestseller. I
Yes.
mean,
I feel like it.
nothing
Love it.
like it at all,
Uh-huh.
and I know I'm going to do it again, just because it is just so rewarding just to see the women grow, and to see, we have one woman in particular that is part of volume two, that she didn't even graduate from high school. And she
Wow.
felt like, you know what, I can't even write. And her story was one of the ones that really stood out, even when it was the rough draft. I'm like, this woman is brilliant in her writing,
Yes,
Right.
yes, yes, yes.
because she had just put her heart into it and just told
Mm-hmm.
her story. And it was just so amazing, because now she's speaking at women's shelters. She's doing all these
Oh,
different
okay.
things, and her
Yeah.
confidence level is up. And I'm like,
Hello.
man, let me just say, Candace L., if you're listening, if you watch the replay, look, kudos to you, honey, because you did the doggone thing. They
Yeah,
all did, but just to come from that level to being able to now show up,
yes.
and show out,
And
because I
show
watch her on TikTok and I'm like,
all the
okay,
you you've awakened the beast. You've awakened the beast. And that's what we want to do. We want to tap into and unleash their unlimited potential.
yeah,
And we want to give them the audacity to believe, not only to believe, but go out and achieve what is in their hearts.
right,
And because that's what builds and creates a sustainable success, sustainable fulfillment, really, because once you tap into it and you get them aligned with their purpose and their calling, and because that's what authorship does, it actually helps you as you write. Each time you write, it becomes clearer and clearer. Each time you write, it becomes, you get more and more connected to your purpose, because it's more revealed. If you don't pursue it, you'll never know it,
right,
because it's designed for you to go after it. This is about going after what it is that you want, even when you don't understand it. And so this is so good. Oh my God, it's so good. I'm really excited. We're here in Dubai. Like I said, we're here in Dubai. It is 4 a.m. here, so it's kind of quiet and dark. There's a cafe that's right behind me, and to the left of me is the actual restaurant that we spend our time eating breakfast at. And I sent a couple of pictures out and posted about the, oh my God, the fruits that are natural integral here to the culture. Been eating them. They have been feeding me well, a little too well. And so just trying to make sure you balance all of that because I'm not a big eater and trying to handle all of that. But it has been an incredible experience. They are huge here on customer service and making sure that they take care of you. That is something that's very, very evident here in the area. Even when we went out to the Gold Souk, and that's the shopping market, they're very, very accommodating there, opening doors. They really, really understand the hustle. They're opening the doors. They're saying, come in. They're speaking the words to say, oh, come right over here. Like, I'm ready to help you.
Yeah.
And you don't need to be intimidated by that. That's just exactly what they're there to do. They're there to make money, and they want to make money, and they have a huge amount of competitors. And so they have to make sure that they have you coming in. But it's nothing to be afraid of or concerned about. If you don't want to go in, you just don't go in. Let your no be no. But it has been an incredible time. We're getting ready to eat dinner in the desert today. We'll be doing that. Yeah,
Oh,
we're going to be doing that. I'm going to get as many pictures, trying to charge my phone, trying to keep the technology on point. I'm going to charge my phone, make sure I get pictures of that. We are going to be taking the flying girl dress. We'll be doing that as well. And your girl is going to, believe God with me. Everything goes well. I want to do it with the camel. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. So excited about doing those pictures. We're going to do the camel ride as well. And so that's nice too. So it's not just, we're not just here doing the masterminding that's required for you to do with your business and taking your business to the next level. I think writing my first book helped me to create a methodology on how I work my business and how I came from that place of not having clarity, of not knowing how I was going to pull all of this off. You have a vision, but how are you going to make that vision happen? And writing is one of the most critical things because it forces you to identify what is your systematic approach to how you get things done. And working out and physical fitness is about discipline. And it is about methodology. How do you lose the weight? What are the ingredients? And ingredients is not necessarily the food or the content of the food, but it's also what's your formula for the weight loss?
right.
That do you stop eating at a certain time? Is that your methodology as a coach, or finding your niche and how you carry out consistently that niche? That's what writing does for you. It
Yeah.
forces you to become a teacher of who you are and what makes you who you are. What are your core values? What are your moral convictions? Writing does all of that. I want to take a moment because we're going in. I want to take a moment to acknowledge some of our viewers. Michelle Mupo, we love you, girl. Thank you for chiming in.
Michelle.
Don't know if you still with us, girl, but she says good morning to us. Elaine Scales. And Michelle is in New Jersey, right? She's in
Yes.
the Jersey. She's on the East Coast. Elaine is coming to us from the DMV area. Elaine Scales, thank you so much. She says this is so true. Great encouragement. Yes, we're looking forward to seeing you, Elaine, in the DR. Excited about that. Excited to be in the DR. And so, with that being said, I want to share. So, you ladies talked about doing your anthologies. I swore I would never, because Own It, we publish a lot of authors. That's where the Author's Corner was born out of. It was one, I was an author, and I just wanted to encourage because I remember becoming an author, and it's just like, well, what's next? And thank God I'm on that pathway to completing my doctorate's degree. I knew I needed to speak. So writing, I knew, was a product. It was just a product to open the door for me to speak. But then it became something different because once I wrote, and I'm a strategist by nature, and anyone of you guys know, you work with me. I'm over here figuring out what's the next strategy, what's the next
Right.
game, what are we getting ready to do next. My mind is always ticking in that
Yep.
capacity. But it showed me that writing showed me that Marissa, you are a strategist. Marissa, you are a systems thinker. And so what that did for me was just really open doors for me and began to show me ways of taking the book and adding it to what was going to be next for me, and how it really structured out one, my ability to coach and my coaching business. And then it created so many different products from there. But birthing the Author's Corner came from a need to really instruct authors, to give them some insight, to trigger some thought processes on what's next and how to take this thing to the next level. And so that's where the Author's Corner came from, because it's like we don't have anyone to really show us how to do this thing, how to reach this thing called tangible success. Not just the idea of success, but how do we really reach it? I like Dr. V because not only does she have her people published, but she also puts them on the billboards. So now the world can see them. So that's more marketing and advertising. And it also encourages, like Elaine said, encourages the author to say, wow, I never thought about being on the billboard. So now you on the billboard with the anthology, but then the next thing you know, you say, I can be on the billboard by myself. Because if you get to a place where you make enough money, now you can go and put your business on the billboard. But you would have never thought of that on your own. It was being connected to a group, being connected to the person who was had the audacity to think, like, okay, we can be on the billboard. How about that? And so that's where this was all birthed out of, the Author's Corner. And I share that to say I was not going to do an anthology. I was not. There was too many of folks out there doing anthologies, and I just really wanted to support, to give visibility. But then God was like, Marissa, you do a lot of solo projects. You do a lot by yourself. And people were always asking me, saying, hey, Marissa, when I want to do something with you, I want to do something with you. And God had to say to me, Marissa, you are one person, but the way that you can do things with a many at one time is do an Own It anthology. Everyone loves the concept of own it. Not everyone likes to do the work that's required to own it, but they love the idea of own it. So let's do that. So I did do the anthology. And thanks to the guru over here, Dr. V, we got a double bestseller because Own It was not only an anthology, but it was also a coupled journal anthology. So we made it to Amazon's number one bestseller for both books in 24 hours. And I have to accredit that to the wisdom, the insight, and the connection with Dr. V, because she helped me to push us all the way through. And that's what collaboration, that's why you can't be always by yourself. And it's always important for us to give credit where credit is due, and say thank you for those who come along the way, and don't count it robbery to share it so that we can all experience the glory. And so I want to share with you, we will be just in a few more days in the Dominican Republic for our retreat. See, I said, listen, we have the audacity to have our own conference. We have the audacity to have our own retreat. And so we're going to be in the Dominican Republic, April 26th through the 30th. And here's the little promo. I'll let you see. Now, you are still welcome to join us if you'd like. You can go to tcsconsultingllc.com and register online for the upcoming retreat. You can message me directly in Messenger, Marissa Bloedoorn. You see my name here on the line up there, and just connect with me and be here. But you're going to have your passport. I don't know if you can expedite it in just a couple of weeks, but I believe you can. But you don't want to miss it because this is all about, this goes beyond authorship. This is about your life, your career, your business, and taking things to the next level and living a life that you truly enjoy, overcoming the obstacles and knowing how to navigate through life's difficulties, dramas, traumas, and everything else, and still find happiness. That's what this is all about. And so you don't want to miss out on being in the Dominican Republic. And then we partnered, only Own It has partnered up, and we are going to be traveling the world in the coming months. And so you want to be prepared for that. You don't want to miss out on that, because this is what it's all about. We have become globalized, and you don't want to miss out on being a part of that, tapping into and really living a fulfilling life. So, Dr. V, and we're going to honor Coach Tiffany's time because we know she's got to get out of here because she's jumping on the next. So, Dr. V, tell the folks how they can connect with you on your upcoming project, the project that you're currently in. And then once you're done, Tiffany, I want you to close us out with what you're doing next. And Own It is just, look, I got a next project, but if you want anything, you want to be in the DR. That's what you want to be. You want to be in the DR where you want to be in a room where it's happening. So, Dr. B, take us away. Let us know what you're doing.
Awesome. So yes, to join us in Joy 365, I have the job form is up under my name on here on the Own It screen. You can also reach out to me. I am known as Dr. V, the best-selling book strategist on Facebook. It is $367 to join us, but it'll be the best 367 you ever spent. And I can
Amen.
guarantee you that we will create products around the book and help our co-authors to build their brands. Like I said, I'm going to close the door, but I'm going to do it in a magnificent way. So we can get out here and do what we have to do. I'm like, Marissa, I'm ready to get some stamps on my passport and just
Yeah.
live that, that life we all have. God has been good to us. And like I said, I was in the military, so a lot of things changing and changing on a daily basis. So we really have to respect our time. Time is the most valuable thing that we have. And we have to do what we can while we can because we know where we've been, but we don't know where we have to go. Right. So
Wow.
preparation is
Right,
always
right.
key. Books will leave a legacy to our families for generations to come. We know we are all just vessels being used by God. So we want him to just use us up, right? And he has
Yes.
promised us this abundant life. So we're looking for that now. The time is now. So, like I said, get connected. If not in my project, in Marissa's or Tiffany's, because like I said, we all support each other. It's one
Yeah.
dream, one goal. And that's for us all to do what we have to do as Black women. I feel that the more we give away, the more we pour out, the more God gives us, right? So he refills us, replenishes us, and allows us to do just that. And so it's been an amazing journey working with the co-authors that I do have online. It's about 200 of us, but we will
Wow.
get that 365 because I can see the cruises. I was in Miami last week, right?
Yes.
We, yes, we was on a boat, but it was amazing. I have my youngest, my youngest daughter's oldest son. He crossed. He's a Kappa now. He's one of them little pretty boys.
Okay, okay.
Yes. And so I really want to turn him on to a magazine, Marissa, when he graduates from college in 2 years. I
Awesome.
want to look out for Khalil because he's been on the road for the last 4 years. So all of these things, it's always a preparation. What's your plan? Putting your plan in place, right? We'll just, teamwork again will make the dream work. So Tiffany, I'm here for you. Marissa, I'm
Yes,
here for you. So
thank
let's
you.
get it done.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's get it in. Let's get it in.
Yes. Go ahead, Tiffany. And
Oh, awesome, awesome. Well, look, over in this camp, I tell you, I'm all over the place, right? We have a HR professional book that we are going to be starting that project next month, which is just amazing. We're going to actually end that with a retreat, a relaxation retreat for HR professionals, because HR professionals do not know how to relax. So that is one thing coming up. So any of you HR professionals out there that are looking for just a project that's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to end with just, again, that relaxation, that self-care that you need, definitely reach out to me. You can reach out to me at Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine at gmail.com. We also are going to have a Becoming a Girl Powerhouse volume 3 coming out as well. So, I mean, look, my sisters keep coming back at me saying, hey, you know what? I got a story to tell too. So, you know what? Okay. I am ready to help you tell your story. So,
Yeah.
and another huge thing that's going on, which is really kind of a thing that it is the foundation is the Girl Powerhouse is my show coming out on Mupo TV. It is Girl Powerhouse. And if you have not downloaded Mupo TV, if you have not heard about Mupo Entertainment, go to your iOS or your Android app and download Mupo Entertainment so you can see my show. You can see a bunch of others. And y'all, I just got to share real quick because growing up, I was a Beastmaster fan. So, you know, like he had them little ferrets in his little pocket and stuff, you know. Well, I'm in the magazine with Mark Singer, who was
Oh
a
wow,
Beastmaster. So,
okay, cool.
All right now. All right now.
So, if y'all want a spot in the Mupo magazine, definitely reach out to me as well because my girl Michelle will really help you shine, and I can open up the door for you. So let me
Yes,
know.
yes. And we will be with Michelle. We will be with Michelle in July. She's
July,
doing a huge launch. And actually, we're going to have her come live with us as well.
yes,
She's
yes,
getting ready to do a huge launch for Mupo Entertainment in
making a Mupo.
July. Yeah, yeah. So that's amazing. And Own It is partnering with Mupo to
Yes,
come in and be a part of the platform and a part of the team. So we are really, really excited about that. There's so many things that are going on. And that the entertainment. So when you think about Mupo, you're thinking about Hollywood. You're thinking about those stars. That's who
right,
Mupo Entertainment. That's that platform. So you got to
right,
understand how there is just an expansion taking place just here, and it's a part of not holding back. It's a part of
right.
saying, hey,
And yes,
roll up your sleeves, let's get busy, and let's do the work, and let's support one another. There you go. And
Mhm.
let's support one another and help each other because we have our individual visions. But there's a corporate vision, and that corporate vision is just to take us who are thinking the same way, who are believing the same way, and who want to make the impact the same way, to change lives, to free people so that they can be living in abundance of happiness, peace, love, and joy, right? And so
Mhm.
that's what we want to do. And so I just want to catch any of our little comments. Yes, thank you so much. We don't know your name because sometimes if you don't give them permission, but you are all so amazing. And so we really thank you. Elaine says congratulations to Tiffany and Dr. V. And so we're so thankful for everyone. We love you so very much, and we are out. I know Tiffany, you're getting ready to do some lives. I'm getting ready to do some other lives as well. And we just want to continue to bless everyone. We love you.
love
We are
you. Thank you,
celebrating
Marissa.
women around the world. We love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep shining like the diamond you are and making an impact on the lives of other women. We love you, and we
Love
are
you.
out. Have an amazing week.